Hey folks, Brian Blessing in the shade, sunny Las Vegas. The PGA Tour of the U.S. Open is heading west, Pebble Beach. One of my favorite weeks of the year and real opportunities to make some dough, but maybe not this week because I think there's a chalk in play, and that's not my forte, but I got to stick with it. Dustin Johnson. We'll get to it in a second. But Pebble Beach, an incredible venue. Tiger Woods, go back to 2000, remarkable. Won this event at Pebble Beach by 15 shots. It's an incredible accomplishment for Tiger. You know, coming back, Masters win this year, had a letdown, throw all the recent activities behind away. Now look forward. He's been focused on this event, loves the course. Tiger will garner a lot of attention. But Brooks Koepka, listen, I was at Oak Hill in Rochester back in '89 when Curtis Strange won his second of back-to-back U.S. Opens. And a remarkable accomplishment. And now we're sitting here and we're staring at Koepka with a chance to win 3 in a row. Throw out the Canadian Open. His focus was on this. His focus is so laser-like in majors. You got to anticipate Johnson, Koepka, Tiger are going to be on the board in contention on the weekend. And then there are some horses for courses. But Koepka, 8-1. He seems so cool, calm, and collected. Maybe he's playing with house money, but I would think the pressure could be incredible on Koepka this week. Now, Tiger, by the way, is on the board at 10-1, going for career win number 82. And don't forget, he's played well at Pebble Beach in the past. To me, Dustin Johnson is the guy that is going to win this tournament. He's got 2 wins over this track. And I remember it like it was yesterday when Graham McDowell won the U.S. Open. I was thrilled because I had Graham McDowell at a balloon number. But Dustin Johnson had a 3-shot lead. He shot an 82 on Sunday. Tried to hit a shot left-handed out of the thick cabbage. Just take your medicine and get out of Dodge. He gave that tournament away. He loves this track. I think Dustin Johnson, 8-1. Again, I can't stand playing a chalk. But, unless you're going all in, and I am. I'm all in. I think Dustin Johnson wins this U.S. Open. But there are others, clearly. And I will play several others, but to me, the focus of attention is on Dustin Johnson. Tommy Fleetwood, this guy had a shot at shooting a 62 last year at Shinnecock Hills, of all places, and just missed the putt on 18. He has a pitch, his second last year, 4th the year before in the U.S. Open. I think Tommy Fleetwood is a player here at 30-1. Paul Casey was a runner-up in this tournament at 50-1. This week, back in February, he was a runner-up, dueled it out with Phil Mickelson, and Mickelson will get a lot of attention this week. He's played well. We know he's got all the PGA Tour wins at Pebble Beach on this track, and the U.S. Open means the world to him. Boy, the pressure would mount on Mickelson. The 2 guys that I think have majors in their very near future you would have to take a look at are Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay. They're both on the board at 30-1. And other guys, Spieth, 14-1. Price too low for me. Yeah, he's close, but I can't see it. John Rahm, 25-1. Adam Scott's ball striking's been amazing. His putting has been the problem. Snedeker played great last week, as did Shane Lowry up in Canada. And Snedeker can roll the rock. But the guy that is the huge, massive overlay to me is Jim Furyk. He's on the board at 125-1. Don't forget, Furyk won his has a U.S. Open on his resume, and you look back at him, he was second back in 2016. So he's getting a little long in the tooth, but he hits fairways. In the U.S. Open, you have to hit fairways. Pebble Beach, long track, par 71. It's going to be a great event. Can't wait. All kinds of props in the game within the game that'll be involved for us this week in the U.S. Open. But for me, like I said, a handful of sprinkles, but it's all about Dustin Johnson for me. I think he's the horse for the course this week in the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach. Always great to be with you at bangthebook.com. I'm Brian Blessing. Follow me on Twitter, Brian Blessing. Follow along right here on Twitter at Bang the Book.